today I am going to be showing you guys once again why Quan Chi is not trash. I just feel like at this point people just aren't paying attention, bro. Like, I'll go ahead and show just a few more pieces of my tech. So of course we have the classic you do this, that gels into that, right? So that's guaranteed pressure. You don't really use this button from neutral like this. It's more of like a scare tactic thing. You have to like make them be afraid to use this button. But here's what people do in order to, like, trash players do in order to beat Quan Chi right now. And here's what bad players who are playing Quan Chi are doing. They're just spamming this button, but this is a high. So if someone dash forward, that whiffs. Someone ducks, that whiffs. Someone jumps forward, that'll also whiff. So like, I'll just go ahead and show that, right? Oh no, wait till he does the second one. Let's see if I can time it here. Yep. See, all of that a whiff, right? So as you can see, this is not something that you really want to be throwing out willy-nilly, because of the fact that if a character can jump in there, that means they probably can do some sort of movement, some sort of projectile, some sort of something like that, right? So you don't really want to throw this out willy-nilly. The point of having this button is to scare people and forcing them to move, forcing them to jump, forcing them to dash forward, forcing them to duck. That's the whole point, right? Because this move here will catch anybody jumping up in the air, right? If anyone decides that they want to dash forward, you can punish movement with that, or you can actually just wait till the dash is done, like for example, like so. And I'll just go ahead and put this full screen really quick. You can time it after their movement and then punish. So like, there's a bunch of different ways for you to like stop people from moving with this character, but you're not going to get that by like sitting there letting people like do the basic stuff on you. Like, if you're not actively trying to stop people from moving, if you don't know timing, if you don't know how to use projectiles, if you don't know how to truly zone, you're just sitting there spamming zoning, of course it's not going to, you know, feel good, right? This character's not going to feel right to you, because he's not just, oh, simply just zone, right? You have to actually have mind games behind everything you're doing. You have to be like, okay, I know exactly what options you have to try to get out of the zoning, but I dare you to do it, because I'm going to punish you. And the cool thing about this is, if he jumps, hold on, let me put this full screen. You can actually get combos off of this. Hold on, let me see if I can time it right. You can get combos off of that, like so, and then you can set that up into another thing that's going to hit them on wake up, and you can actually like get stuff from this. So like, you can also use this to set up like a like that, right? And then you immediately go into that, so that way they can't get back in. Like, I'm telling you guys, this character has so much tech that people just are not exploring, and it's actually starting to like make me mad that people are just telling me that I'm wrong. And I'm like, okay, what do you know about the character though? But this is just like basic stuff, right? This is the easiest stuff that you have to like abuse. But the biggest thing about him is the fact that you can do this and gel that immediately into that, right? And you don't even have to actually even do it, just because of the fact that this is scary. This is so plus, that's plus 18, and that you can gel it into that makes it very good, right? So like, you do not have to like at all like even play around actually using this, right? You don't ever have to, but if you do, you can, you know. But my thing is, I like to do it, dash up and then get one of these, or do it and then gel it into that, because that gels as well. You want to be playing to this kind of mid-range game, or you can like dash in and then get one of those, or you can just simply do it and then just back dash in and do whatever, or you can simply do it and then go into that this right here. There's so many things that you can do, but I mainly just go ahead and do this, or I'll gel it into this like so. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can kind of abuse this, but the whole point of this is to just have spacing, right? Now, my string that I use the most is actually my 2, because of the fact that the range on this is actually kind of ridiculous. Like, you can be out here with this and make this hit. So This is basically my timing button. I use this if people are trying to get in. Since the range of this is so good, like you can actually like kind of space out here, and then you're planning for people dashing up and trying to do movement, right? So like I'll throw this out and I'll get up out of there because it's very, you know, safe. Like you could just throw that out and then get up out of there, right? The back step is crazy, but I just like throwing this move out because this is a very good string to stagger as well. Just doing this is a very good stagger, right? So you can pretty much get that twice. That's a pretty good stagger too, because this spaces out. Because this spaces out and it leaves you -5. This is very good, right? So you can honestly just keep doing that. That can like auto shimmy a few people, right? And then you can finish it off with the last one. And since that's -8, that really doesn't matter. You can always just go back into that, right? So like that being -8 isn't crap, right? You can go into that if you wanted to. This being -8 really isn't anything. You're basically resetting neutral. Who the freak is going to punish you from out here? So yeah, like nobody can punish you from out here. Not Johnny Cage and not Lee May. Nobody's punishing you from out here. This is free. So because that's free, that means that the best characters in the game who have movement to try to get there in time, they're all going to whiff, or they're all going to be able to get punished. So what I do is I do this. I tap block and then I go immediately into myself. So tap block, immediately into myself. Tap block, immediately into myself. As you can see, that's a tap block. If you don't know what tap blocking is, watch my video. You learn to do that, you can make yourself like literally like so much better in just a day. So I'll tap block and go immediately into that, right? Now once you do this, you can go immediately into whatever else you want because you're very scary right here. You can go into that, obviously, right? You can go into this, and since this is a pretty good thing that you can do, that's also good as well. Or you can simply just go that straight into that again, right? And just keep that pressure going. You don't ever have to stop. Or you can just actually go into the mix if you wanted to, or you can just simply do this and then space out and then backstep, or you can just do it then do it again, right? Because it's very, very good. Now this is one thing that's very punishable, so I don't really like throwing this out that much. But what I'll definitely throw out all the time is once I get people to respect this into like something else, or respect this into like armor, I'll start doing this more. So this is a conditioning, right? This is your best button because look at the cancel advantage. That's 16 cancel advantage. That's crazy good. That basically makes this something that pretty much like people can't even like, they don't have a button that's fast enough to really even get there in time. And so you don't even have to use armor on this. You can honestly get away with this because of the way that your hitbox drops down. You can honestly just do this and then drop down and get up out of there. But since the spacing on this is so good, you can honestly do this straight into these like right after each other. So this is all like very, very easy stuff that you can abuse that makes you very good. Like you really don't have to worry about anything with this character. Like your movement and on top of your pokes distance is crazy good. But if that wasn't enough for you, let's just go ahead and put this guy on I'll take block mode off, honestly, and I'll put him on get up mode, giblet maker, whatever, right? So let's say you get a hit, right? You do this. Hold on, I'm tripping. Hold on, let me. Cool. So let's say you get a hit, right? You do this, right? What are they gonna do, right? Straight into another setup. Right now, I actually could have got my B off and then go into that, but this is like my go-to here. Like this is what I mean when I say like you have so many setups, right? Like what are you gonna do? Armor? You know, like if you armor, then that basically puts you in a situation to where you're screwed, right? So I'll go ahead and show you something else. So I'll actually make him do giblet maker enhance, right? So I messed it up. My fault. What are you gonna do? I'm getting out of there. It's a part of the combo. So you just wasted nothing and you brought me full screen. So like there's no way to punish this. It's just free. Now, let's say you want to do delay wake up, right? Go ahead and do that now. What does it matter? The thing is still right there, right? Now, if you want to actually make that like guaranteed pressure, you can actually do this. You can spin the bar on that, even though I never do, just because like people are already scared of that. So like I never do, but if you wanted to spin the bar to make that stay, you definitely can. But I just never do because I don't feel like that's worth it in my eyes. But if you wanted to, you could, right? And then you can still get the exact same mix-up, so that way you can stop the delay wake up. Go straight into this, into your pressure or whatever. And remember, this here is full screen combo. So if you get one of these off, hold on, that's on me. I messed it up. All of this is just straight up set play, right? All of this is set play. So like, literally, what are you going to do against this character? He literally stops you from doing all the crap that you would want to do. And again, let's say you delay wake up. Okay, I am not minus. I'm still plus. So, okay, let's say you delay wake up, right? From that. So I'll just do it like this. I messed it up. So let's say you just delay wake up or whatever, right? I messed that up again. Give me a second. I'm still going to be able to have my hit advantage right there. And let's say you delayed wake up enough to... Is delay wake up on? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Yeah, maybe it didn't do it right there because I was like, I shouldn't have hit. But, so again, let's say you delay wake up or whatever, right? I totally messed it up. Anyways. I'm still plus. Like, it's still my turn. Like, I can go into this or whatever. Like, there's nothing that you can do about that. And you can't armor immediately from wake up because you're always going to whiff because Motaro gets me out of the way. So this is what I mean when I say, like, there's nothing that you can do that can stop this character from set playing you. And as you saw from the damage alone, if you don't do delay wake up, right, and you just go with whatever, like, I'm just simply going to combo you from it, right? So it's free combos. That's a tragedy. I got a skip frame. I don't know if you guys saw that on my screen, but I got a performance issue. It stopped. Anyways. So what are you going to do, right? So you're going to have to use armor to get out of that, right? And you still won't get anything from it. But let's say you don't use armor and you try to do any button press, any jump, any duck, anything, you're getting hit. Right? So there's no way for you to get out of this. This is basically like a vortex. And if I go ahead and turn off enhanced clip maker, or literally we'll put, I don't know, whatever option that you want. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this. Matter of fact, where is it at? Is it who does he have on? Punch walk? No. Is it dead weight? It might be. I think it might be punch walk. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we'll let him do that one, the invisible one, right? I said invisible, invincible one, right? You get what I'm saying? Like I said, you have all of the options that you need in order to beat people with this character. And this is just off of one thing. This is what I mean when I say, like, when people are talking about who's the best characters in the game, if your character does not have set play, or if your character cannot keep people like, freak, I can't do anything, freak, I have to hold this, that's what makes a character good. If you do not have set play, if your character's kit does not work well with each other, it does not matter what type of pressure you have with Johnny Cage. If you literally cannot move, like, literally, I'll put Johnny Cage on here, and I'll make him do his armored move, and he will not be able to touch me. Characters cannot do anything against the set play of this character. Now, everyone's writing Quan Chi off, and I get that. Y'all trash. Let me not say it like that. I get that. Y'all don't laugh. So I understand why y'all feel how y'all feel, but I'm not one of them people who writes a character off just because I feel like somebody might be better than something else. No, I'm actually going to laugh. And if someone says the character's better than the character that I think, I'm going to laugh the freak out of that character so I can figure out, okay, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to laugh. So I'm not one of them people just like throwing out these random ass opinions thinking that I'm good at the game or nothing. No, I'm going to test this stuff out and see if I can get it done. So as you can see, he said to Shadow, well, that's get up mode. Cool, so he is on. Alright, cool. He set to shadow kick, right? Let me do this. He set the shadow kick, right? enhance. That's his move, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing, right? I totally messed that up. I am tripping. What are you gonna do? And you still took damage. Look, this is something that you can do every single time. Look at how much health you lost. Because that is a part of the combo, right? So if you wake up buttons or anything, you're taking the damage from that. You just lost 30%. And you just wasted a bar for nothing. And if you do any other button press, you're still going to get hit by the trap. And I go immediately into another combo that's going to bring you 60% health. So, I mean, that's going to take away another 30%. So, tell me, how is this character not S+? Because of the fact that even if you, let's say, okay, you use your enhance, right? I can just react to that. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm throwing this out now. Go back in, get pressure, do the exact same thing, and put you in the exact same mix-up. Like, tell me how this is not good, right? And the craziest thing is, so let's say you get this, right? And you don't have Motaro, right? Do that. And if they do anything, you setting it up straight into another combo. Like, there is nothing that you can do to stop this person from playing his mind games. And he always puts you in a position where he's playing at his range. Like, there is no way to beat a character that can do this kind of thing. Like, for example, there was a character, Scarlet in MK11, where she had this this thing where, like, if you did like her EX in the middle of a combo and you did like that, it would stop delay wake-ups, it would stop armor, it would stop everything. You literally had no option. It would stop invincible because it moves so slowly. Like, the fact that you have that in a character in MK11 was really good, but because it was like a high where you had like certain characters who had armor that can low profile it was kind of like there was ways to counter it. There's no way for you to counter this. It's a mid that is a trap that holds. Now, if you want to make it always guaranteed, sure, you can go ahead and spin the bar and let it sit there for however long, and then again, if they get hit by it, you know, it'll put them in the trap to where they can't move left or right. They can only jump, so it becomes very scary then. But I don't even need to, because I'm always going to Motaro after it anyway. And they're still going to have to take the hit of the trap. So once I do it, we're basically just right back to same square one. I'm going to do my pressure. I'm going to try to get you to hit. I'm going to do my poke. That hits, because the moment that you do Motaro, this is right at the range that your poke is going to hit. Like, what are they going to do? Like, please tell me, what are you going to do? Like, I'm telling you guys, I am undefeated with Quan Chi in Combat League right now. And it's not even a competition. I'm just washing people. Like, I'm not making this stuff up when I say the character is S+. If I go against Sindel and I wreck house, because again, not only do you have this button that just makes you stupid plus from out here, but you can anti-zone so nobody can zone you. You can combo their whatever. Let's say, okay, we'll just go ahead and go down the line here. Who's a good character? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and use Raiko, for example. Let's use Raiko, someone who has some pretty good zoning. Like, I hate that I even have to make a video like this, because it's like, bro, like, if y'all gonna sit there and have such strong opinions, please tell me y'all at least lab. Like, please tell me y'all at least know how to play the character before you just write them off. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so let's say Raiko's going to do how do I want to set this up? Cool. I'll do it like this. I'll do him on reversal mode, and I'll make him do his this one. I think this is the one, right? Yep. Cool. So because this is like this, you can actually do something like this, and now that just goes right back to him, right? So you can do something like this, and you combo off of his projectile, right? So it's not like, oh, just blocking and then you can get up out of there, right? No, it's not that simple. That basically becomes a projectile that works in your favor now, and you can do this immediately whenever you want, and then this is just like free, right? So like, what are we talking about? Okay, let's say he does his enhanced one, right? Cool, right? All that is pressure for me right there, right? And I can even just do this, get Motaro up out of there, and punish you for doing your own thing, right? Right? Like so. So like, tell me, how is this character bad? So like, I literally just use your own like aggression as basically my own thing, right? I'm now comboing you off of your own thing, right? So like, please tell me how this character is bad. I can use it as my own pressure. Like, what? So like, yeah, nah, man. Like, people who are talking bad about this character, they just don't know how to play the character, bro. Like, look at this, bro. This is not even like, it's not even a joke. Like, when I'm telling you guys, Motaro takes away any weaknesses that you can think about. He takes it all away. So let's say this happens, duck, right? And people are wanting to do this, right? Obviously, you can't do that, right? But you don't even have to do this button. Like I said, you could just simply keep doing this or whatever, going like that. There's no reason for you to have to do anything. You can even set up this out here, right? What are they gonna do, right? So like, it's not like you are ever in a position where you're like not able to be aggressive. Like, no character can stop this character from doing whatever their game plan is. And like I said, that's if you're playing off of this from out here, which there is no point, because like, okay, whatever. But if you're full screen and you whiff this, if they don't have like something that can punish you from out here, then what are they gonna do? You know, like, Johnny Cage is not gonna reach you. Raiden could reach you, I think. But that's why I don't play off of this button. When I'm out here, I'm playing off of this, and I'm playing off my projectile. Why? Because again, if I throw my projectile out, right? Let's see if I could. How am I gonna get this to happen? I'll just do it like this. I'll put him back on stand. So let's say I do this, right? What are you gonna do? This is all pressure, right? That's all pressure. All of that is pressure. Straight into the same thing, right? Into the same pressure, right? Now, I didn't do my correct button press. I can actually poke before he can get anything out right there, because doing this into hit advantage, doing this into Motaro, that's always going to be plus in your favor. From people like switching and trying to do reversals, right? Like so, right? Like that's not punishable. I can block that, right? So like, there's no unsafetyness. Like, you're always safe. You're always safe. You're never in a bad spot, and you're always playing to your range, which means you're forcing people to use armor in order to try, or use some sort of EX in order to try to stop you. And all you have to do is tap block and go right back into your same like mix up. So like, when I'm telling you, I am washing people. I am washing people. I don't care what character you using. I'm telling you guys, Quan Chi is the best character in this game. And if you do not know, all you have to do is hop into the lab and go check out for yourself. So let's go ahead and who's another one? We'll go ahead and use Raiden. I'm just going down the list here. Matter of fact, we already went through Johnny. I'll go through Raiden now. So you might be like, well, Raiden has, you know, this here, right? Cool. So let's say I do this. Hold on, let me make him do it as a reversal. Yeah, I'll make him do it as a reversal. Yeah, hold on. Let me reset this up. That might be too slow. That's still too slow. There we go. That's the one. All right, cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this as a reversal. Cool. Let's see if he should be able to. This one's more minus. That should be good. All right, cool. All right, so let's say you do that, right? Y'all see what I'm talking about? And this is just off this dagger. Please tell me how you gonna stop this guy from just doing this. What are you gonna do? Like, and at any time I could just be like, okay, right? I could just like do something like this and then punish you for doing that. Or I can just simply be like, oh, really? That's what we're doing now? Like, into the exact same game plan. And like I said, that's plus. So like, and if they block that, you're still resetting neutral. So like, tell me, what are you gonna do? I can play off this stagger alone because of the pushback into straight up this again into that. Like, there is no way for you to get in without you having to use armor. You have to use armor. And if you use armor, I'm tap blocking, so I'm going to block it, and then I'm going to punish you right after that. The only character who has some sort of like game plan outside of that would be Kung Lao, because he can actually keep his pressure up after his armor. So then it's like, okay, well, at least you can, but you're still using all your resources, and I don't have to use any of mine. And the moment that I hit you, it's wraps, right? Because I can do, hold on, I can do this, and then what are you going to do, right? This is all pressure. Hold on, let me set this up a little bit better. I'll do it off of this. Hold on. Yeah, I'll do it off of this. What are you gonna do? This is made to like stop like people who are pressing buttons right here, right? This is like something that's gonna gel, right? So you have to hold that, right? Unless you armor. Like for example, let's say you want to poke right here, right? Let's make sure that is at the fastest. Okay, cool. So let's say you want to poke right there. What are you gonna do? It's spacing you out straight into that, right? And I'm also making it safe by me doing this, right? So it's like, even if you do armor, and the same thing that I talked about before, so we'll go ahead and make him do that now. Where is it at? Where is it at? Electric Fly. Cool, right? Okay, cool. You wasted armor. I'm gonna just pop one of these and then use that. Like, this is what I mean when I say like this is completely safe. There's no way for you to get out of this. Now, let's say you just don't do anything. You just block, right? Because that's what people are going to start doing when they realize, shoot, I really can't do anything against this. So I just need a block, right? Cool, right? You do that. And then they start blocking. You're like, okay, that's hit advantage minus whatever, right? Cool. Well, you can actually make that a little bit safer by doing it like that. Hold on, let me get right. Right there. And then you don't even have to do anything. You can just hold that right there, and it's like, okay, well, you can't get in now, right? Because you can make that. I think I talked about this before, but if you start doing it like that, you see how you get those little extra little like delayed hits like that? It'll actually make it to where you can change the hit advantage of this move just a little bit. Now, it off of your back two, I mean your forward two, it's a little bit bad, but if you do it off of these here, you can actually get, if you max space these, you can get those slight hits where it'll do something like that, right? Those little slight hits, and that's very, very good. But I mainly use it in that kind of format like this, because if people want to start punishing right here, you're screwed, right? And a lot of people aren't ready for this hit to be that delayed like that, because a lot of people start to walk in, and if you walk in, you get hit by the trap. So for example, I'll just go ahead and I'll do this, right? So a lot of people, they want to dash up. Matter of fact, I'll make them do this. Yep, and we're gonna go back to this, and we're gonna make him do reversal that. A lot of people are gonna start wanting to do that, right? So then you do that, right? Let's see. You get caught. This is a trap that stays there. So it's like you have to block. So unless you know about this, right? You're screwed, because as you see right there, you see how he tried to walk forward. Look at my hit advantage. This is what I mean when I say, like, it's something that works in your favor because you have to block. So if you don't block, you're screwed. So that builds off of just me just doing this, right? And now I'm punishing you again. Now I'm working off of the fact that you're scared of simply this, right? Again, right? Like the same mechanic, and now you're getting caught, right? So like, this is like when I'm telling you guys, I have thought this out into the same mix-up, right? And I told you guys, if this lands, right, here, you can mix them with this into another one of these, right, into that, or you can mix into the low. So they have to guess, right? And they don't know if it's going to be low or overhead. So you still have the same 50-50s that you had before. Now, this is just like, when I'm telling you, this is just a fraction of the tech that I have found with this character, with Motaro. Like this is not even me touching the servers. I have like so many other things that I can show you guys that you'll be like, wait, what the heck? How I didn't even know you can do this. Like, for example, same thing there. What are you gonna do? Right? If you get hit by this and I do this up close and I space this correctly, you can't get in. Right? This is all pressure leading straight into me doing my setups that I want to do, right? So like this character is absolutely god tier, and the fact that you can do this from out here, get a full combo from hold on, let me do that right, so that way you guys can see that's a full combo, right? Immediately into the same thing, as you can see, like that's pressure. And if you have to block that, and whenever you block that on wake up, I am now plus. It's my turn. So like I am telling you guys, on paper, it's not about theory, it's not about none of that stuff. If you learn this character and you lap this character and you learn how to do these little sneaky things, it all builds on top of the fact that you play off of this. Because he still can't reach, right? And the moment I do this, guess what, buddy? You're screwed, right? So I get up close, boom. You're screwed. This all gels. And I can just simply do it like this instead, right? I don't even have to play off of that. And then I can play off of this. Or then I can do something like that, play off of this even, right? And then now you're just like, okay, what the hell? Or I can just do this, right? Play off of that even. I don't even have to commit to anything. So like, this is what I mean when I say like you dash up, do that, and you're just gelling at that point. You're just like, okay, I'm a frame trap you. I dare you to do something, right? Because if they have a hide, like for example, Johnny Cage, I wreck Johnny Cage. If you do your little armor thingy-majigger, that's a high. I duck and then I tap block. The duck alone is going to make it whiff. But if I even do this, your thing is going to whiff because it's a high and this has enough low profile. So I'm going to hit you, and I'm also going to make your armor thingy hit whiff. And then I'll just punish you right after that. So I don't even have to respect that, right? But on top of that, I can just play off of this alone, right? Because you're going to have to hold that, right? So I can play off of this straight into that, right? I can play off of this because it's pushback straight into that. I can play off of this straight into that. What are you going to do? I can play off of this straight into that. I can play off of this straight into that. I can play off of this straight into that. So I'll go ahead and make it to where only that last one hits, right? Like maybe right here. Straight into that. Or the actual same one here, right? It might not hit from here. Maybe right here. Straight into that again. What are you going to do? If you do not have a mid that can reach me from right there, you're screwed. But let's say you do, right? Hold on, I messed that up. I have my walk back. And my walk back is just enough to where I can get out of the range of a lot of people, because the spacing on this is so good that, like, who has a mid that can reach that far? -8. So I'm going to be able to do a quick walk back into a block. So you're going to be screwed either way. Now, if you have like Lee May, a mid that can kind of, you know, reach pretty good and still keep you plus, then yeah, that's pretty good. You can actually do that. But that's if I just do this one mind game. Because guess what? Not only do I have this, but I can do that, right? So now you have to respect the low. Now you have overhead that you have to worry about, right? These are all things that you have to worry about. Or I can just simply do this. Hold on, let me make that hit. Hold on. Here. That's not the one I was looking for. I'll do it like this. Right here. Oh, my fault. I am tripping. I can do that as well. And that's going to interrupt all of that, because look at the hit advantage on this. The cancel advantage, I mean. All right? 23. So, literally, you're screwed. Either way it goes, right? So, like, there's nothing that you can do to really stop this from happening, right? This is just free. That's a thing, right? And because you have to respect this, you're also going to have to respect this. You're also going to have to respect this. You're also going to have to respect this. Hold on. You're also going to have to respect all of that. And if I get that to hit, because you're now like, okay, well, I can't just get in, because you're going to condition people, that's plus 17 that gels immediately into this and everything else that I wanted to gel into. So, like, you literally can, like, play off of this string alone, because the range of this is so good, right? And you can even like, okay, let's say someone's trying to be aggressive or whatever, right? Immediately you can armor, right? And armor in that little spot right there. If people want to start being like cheeky with it, and you know, if they're a little bit of a better player, you literally have everything at your advantage at this point. And that's just a few of them, right? That's not even including me actually doing this, right? Which is gonna be plus either way into the same mind game, right? So like, what are you gonna do? And that's just off of that. If I start playing off of this into that, it's the same thing. I can even do it like that, even, and then now I have the same mind game. Just do the same thing over and over again, but you have to max space this. And this is why I say, like, if you're not like good at the game, you don't have footsies, sure, this character might not make sense to you, right? Because he can be like, okay, well, how do I get this to work? Like, you know, it may not make sense, but you have to actually have spacing. You can't just be all up in their face going dumb. Like, you have to, like, you know, have some sort of idea of what you're trying to get done here. But if you wanted to, you can do that, because again, look at the cancel advantage is 11. So again, if the cancel advantage is 11 and this projectile is 18 frames, guess what that means? That means you would need a 6-frame button in order to interrupt this. And no character has a 6-frame button that will reach, even if you're up close because of the pushback. That's just free, which means you have to poke. And because you have to poke, that means, guess what? This outranges a lot of people's pokes, even if you're up close, right? But if you space this, who's going to be able to poke you from out here, right? You can punish the poke at that point, right? And then just punish the poke. Or you can be like this. They poke with punish, right? They poke with into whatever, right? They poke. Oh, no, I messed it up. I messed it up again. My fault. Into the same thing that you're doing over and over again, into the same mix-up, and I'm plus. I'm going to, and if I say, let's say I don't want to do it, I can go like that, tap block. Look, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. You make this standing 2 is so good at range. You can just throw this out to time people like that, right? Now, if you do it, you have to be aware of that whiff. That third hit's gonna whiff, right? But if you do that, right? I always go like this, but what I normally do is I'll do this, and I'll go into that, because it's like, it's safe if you do it, it's safe if you don't, right? So I'll, let's see if I can try to get this right. Let me do a simple walk back. Let's see. That connects, that links. So you can do that as well, because it's leading into the same kind of like trap thingy that you're looking for, right? So you don't even have to do the next hit, or you can do straight into that right there. Or even this. So like, you have a bunch of different options that you can work from that all lead into the exact same mind game. Now I messed that up. I did my timing a little bit bad there, but you get the point. Like, this character has all the options that you need, and this is just like a few of the 1,000 pieces of tech that I have found with this character that you can do with Motaro. Motaro literally takes away all of his weaknesses. Guess what? Who cares if you have 850 health if your people can't do crap against you? They have to delay wake up. You're still going to be plus. It's still going to be your turn. If they armor, they're going to waste armor, and you can just simply do this and then go straight into another one of these into pressure, because that is pressure. Or you can go in straight to another one of these. You do it once, you do it again, and then you can get a combo from it if they want to whatever. Like, or you can simply do this. Do one of those immediately to another one of these, because you have the opportunity to do that. So you can even do something like this, right? Hold on, I messed it up. Hold on, I'm tripping. You do something like this, right? Straight into one of these, right? Into another one of these, into another trap, which means you never have to like actually commit to anything, right? And the moment that you're out here, right, and you throw one of these, all you have to do is do this. That's straight up pressure, right? And since this is plus 16 cancel advantage, that means that goes straight into this very well. That goes straight into this extremely well. So these are all frame traps, right? And it's low overhead, which means you're going to have to fuzzy guard that. So the fact that you're going to have to fuzzy guard that, that opens up me doing this, and this auto ranges, right? And you can go straight into whatever from that. So, like, please tell me how this character is bad. Like, please tell me how this character is not S+. You have so much BS. And if that wasn't enough, just the fact that you have crazy, ridiculous range, and you can actually throw this out whenever you want, and it has pushback, Nobody can punish you from doing this, right? If they're respecting everything else, this is just free at that point, right? And it's a combo. Not only that, it's an anti-air. So, for example, we'll make him jump forward. I'll actually make him do actual jump thingy-majigger. That was a little bit early. A very good anti-air into the same thing, and you gonna get touched, right? Right? So please tell me what you're gonna do. As you can see, look at how much health that person lost from just trying to do anything other than stand still. And I showed you guys the best way to kind of like not like have to eat that is to delay wake up, but I'm still plus, which means I'm just going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to give you the exact same pressure with this stagger, and I'm going to play off of this. I can either do this, I can either just stagger and then kind of go with another one, try to play off my range, right? So I don't have to commit to anything, and I'm always safe because of the range and the pushback on these buttons. When I'm telling you, scenario-wise, not in theory, but every scenario that you can lab, Quan Chi is going to be in a situation where you have to do one or two options, and I have 5 things that beat all of those. For example, if I do this and you want to jump, that's going to hit you. If I do this and you want to jump up and do a projectile or something in the air, that's going to hit you, right? You're screwed either way it goes. If I do this, I'm still going to catch you in the air no matter what type of crap that you're doing. If you have like some character that like you, let's say you block this and you're like, well shoot, I don't want to respect this, so I'm gonna do, if you do a teleport, this is going to track you, you're still going to get hit. And since this is armor, I'm going to always win that trade. Not only that, I can jump in the air and do the exact same thing, right? So you have to hold this too, right? So I can even do stuff like this, right? So you're never safe, and since this thing kind of makes you like hover a little bit in the air, it's very good for doing that kind of deal, right? So you can do that, and then they don't know which one you're gonna have coming to you, right? So this is also 26 frames, so it's very hard to react to, right? It is reactable, but you're gonna have to be quick with it, and the fact that that happens, and this is also really quick as well. This is 20, so 20, 25. That's a really hard fuzzy, like. You're going to be getting caught, and just the fact that you have to fuzzy from out here all the time, and I can make all of this safe at any point in time that I want it to be, is just kind of crazy, right? So like, yeah, nah, man, like when people say that this character's not plus, yeah, I mean this character's not S plus, they don't know what they're talking about. I have not lost a single match with Quan Chi. I am undefeated. And I'm not even that good at this game. I don't even play this game like all the time. Like I play this game maybe like once every 3 days type of deal, and I'll go online, wreck a few people, and then I'm off. So I'm not even taking this game seriously, and I still can't lose with Quan Chi just because like I know a little bit of tech with this guy. If you put this character in the hands of someone like Ninja Killer or Sonic Fox, you can actually, master this and get the inputs down, pretty perfect or whatever. Get everything exactly where they need it to be. And just like kind of go crazy with this character. Yeah, like you're looking at some crazy stuff, bro. Like I'm telling you right now, this character has no weaknesses whenever you pair him with Motaro. You can't punish the character. The only way you get punished is if you do this like from neutral, but you can kind of make that safe still. So for example, I'll just make him do reversal on, and we'll make him do electric fly or whatever. I'll take him off a jump too. Put them on stand. So cool, right? So let's say they don't want to do that now, and they want to just simply do this. Hold on, let me make sure that's better. There we go. And then we'll make them do that reversal. Cool. So then now they do that. Hold on. And as you can see, that's what's gonna happen, right? So like, you can still do that, right? Now, because of the way that Motaro kind of works, this will happen quite a lot. So, like, this is gonna be a thing that you can use. But the fact that you can make that miss, like, you're gonna be pretty good. So, like, certain characters who are not prepared for that, and this doesn't work with every character, by the way. Like Liu Kang, if it's about like forward movement. If they move forward with the string, then yeah, they can get it. But if they kind of are stationary like that, you're gonna go behind them, and you'll be able to punish them for trying to punish you. Right, so like, and that's just off of that. But if you do it off of this, What are they gonna do, right? You get what I'm saying? So like, if you're reacting to all of this stuff, right? Because you're gonna have to. You're kind of screwed. I messed it up. I can punish you for doing that, like that. So yeah, like you're gonna be solid, man. Like there's not a world where you're like not always in a some sort of advantage, right? Um, it's crazy good. Like there's no weaknesses to this character because if you space this out, what are they gonna do? They can't do anything. And this is what I mean when I say like this is all free, right? I did that very, very late. I did my Motaro Council very late. That's why that happened like that. But that's not going to happen if you do it on time. I just did mine's late. But yeah. So like you have all the options that you need, right? Now you might be thinking like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and armor because like there's so many gaps on Quan Chi. Like I'm gonna just armor. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens if you try to armor on everything, right? That's the wrong thing. Hold on. As you know, there's a gap right there, right? Right? There's a gap right here too, right? Right? There's a gap right here too, right? Right? There's a gap right here too, right? Right? Not a gap right there, but as you can see, that's pretty good too. That's not punishable from most people's stuff. But this is all pretty good too. You can also do it. Hold on, I messed that up. You can also do something like that too. So yeah, so as you can see, like there's a lot of like gaps in like this stuff, right? So you're gonna have to armor, right? All you gotta do is tap block. Hold on, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. That's all you gotta do is tap block. So yeah, like if you armor, cool. But guess what? At any point in time that I feel like you're gonna do it, I can just do my own, and then I just armor you, right? Right, like that. So like, you're never in a position where it's like, oh shoot, you can actually like sit there and be like, okay, shoot, oh, it's armor, and then break it. So like, and you can react to that. Well, that's a hard reaction, but you can do that. Like, but that's a very hard reaction. That's like a pseudo hit confirm, but like I don't think anybody's going to be doing that anytime soon. But as you can see, you can still trade. So it's like, okay, well, whatever, right? Same thing here, right? That you can be like, oh shoot, and if you feel like someone's going to go for that, you can just armor them and then they take the damage and you don't. Or you can just simply do the regular one and then they whiff. Now let's go ahead. Can I show this with another? How long is this video? It's 47 minutes. We got time. I'll show it with the character that people like majority use in order to try to like stop people and stuff like that. We'll go ahead and go through the cast. So the main ones, because everyone swears that Johnny Cage is somehow beating Quan Chi. I wreck Johnny Cage's. You have no options against the character. You don't have the range to compete, and you have to get in order to do damage. And because I can anti-zone, which means if you're using a camel that zones, you're just making yourself worse anyway. So like, yeah, nah, I have not struggled against a Johnny Cage at all. I'm wrecking house against them. But let's go ahead and do this. Cool. I forgot what I was doing. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so let's say you do something like this, right? They whiff, right? Because, and this is why I say the armor on this is so good, and then at that point it's like, okay, well, you just wasted armor for nothing, right? I can just go ahead and set this up now, right? And then guess what, buddy? You're screwed. And again, as you can see, you break armor with that. So like, the amount of like tech that you have with this character, or the amount of like options that you have, and because this is actually pretty good, like let's see, let me make him chill for a second. I'll just do it like this. Cancel it. Well, I have to have him block it, then I'll just turn this off. Cool. Cancel advantage is 16 again, so again, that's actually very good. And again, you can either do that or that. Like, these are all very good like things, and if you do that, you can just do that, get yourself up out of there, type of deal. So let's say if he tries to, you know, again, punish that, I won't be able to get this to happen. Yeah, I won't be able to get this to happen. Yeah, I won't be able to get this down. You can do like that though. The goal is basically to get Motaro to basically like come out before you do it, so that way you can like cancel that hit reaction. But it's very hard timing. But I don't ever do this because of the fact that this is very slow. I always do this one because it's very fast. But that happens actually quite a lot where you can do like that and you can actually like cancel that hit. That might be a bug in the game, but I have done this quite a bit whenever people are trying to enter in, and then I'll do something like that. And you just wait till after the hit reaction and then you can go crazy. Even though it's like there's really not a point to it. You're still taking the damage, but like for example, like if you're out here and someone like throws something at you, you can actually use Motaro to cancel out of some hit reactions like that. Which is cool, but I haven't really found a usage of it. Being that they still get like the hit advantage frames, and you're using Motaro to get out of that. But I mean, let's say if like it's something that's gonna like switch sides or something like that, then I guess it could be good. But or if you just don't want to have to deal with like waking up or something like that, or if you don't want to deal with some sort of set play, you can't actually play off of the fact that like someone's doing that and then like you can like do like that, you know what I mean? So like that is cool, but you're still taking the damage. So that's why I don't do it as often. But you do have that. But what I do like to do is this, because that's very good. It's very safe. It's very powerful. Or you can do it like this as well, because that is at least going to hit. So if they try to like be sneaky and try to like do it without armor, you're going to interrupt a lot of this. Or you can just simply do a backdash. Hold on, let me get right. Like that, and that'll give you like a pseudo like backdash where you can get like a few steps before like you have to deal with the actual armor there. I messed it up. I messed it up again. There we go. So yeah, you can get like a little walk back in that. So yeah, you really don't have to respect any of this, and these are all high. So like I do this, and then I like literally just block or like low crouch, and I can get out of all of this. So yeah, like none of this is good. None of this is actually like strong. And like I said, you can either like you can like duck it first and then like do the little tech that we talked about, so that way they try to do throws like this. If you watch my tech video, that'll be pretty good for you. But if you didn't, then basically you can like do this. Hold on. As you can see, look at my inputs. I did the crouch, RT for the block, and then I did a button. So that way, if he didn't do it, I would just actually like auto neutral that part of my combo. So it's like tap blocking, but I'm adding a. That's what happens whenever he doesn't do it. You guys saw that, right? That's what happens. So like, that's that. Just watch my tech video if you don't know what I'm talking about. You can do that too. So you can auto like option select like a lot of these like armor thingies. I call it tap blocking. Where basically if they do it, you block it. If they don't, then you're good anyway. So like that's very strong in its own right, but you have to like get really good at doing that. So yeah, very cool stuff, very good stuff. You really don't have to respect any of this. But another good thing is you can do that, and again, like I said, like you just option select all of this. So like I play off my staggers with this character because you're supposed to. So like you can't do it off of that. But if you do it like something like that, you can still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Johnny Cage is not a good counter because I naturally play like this anyway. So if you're doing all that extra stuff, let me see if I can get it right here. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Cool. I'm going to be doing all of this anyway, right? So like that's what I'm doing anyway. So I'm gonna immediately do what I'm supposed to do, and then I'm gonna just option select you after that, right? And then I can actually still punish that after. So let's see if I can get one here. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. I've done it before. Hold on. The timing for it is pretty tight, but bruh. There we go. I was like, I know I've done this before, bro. But anyways, yeah, you can still punish it like that. So like, you're not really scared of Johnny Cage. Like, you have option selects for all his little shenanigans, and he's having to waste management. He's gonna have to waste resources in order to try to get you to even like try to like stop. And you don't ever have to, because you can simply do this and then gel into that, right? Now let's say they want an armor right there. Cool, go ahead and do your armor. I can do my armor too. I messed it up. So yeah, like you can do like that and then react to your own armor. Or you can just simply do that and then just simply go into the actual move. So like, you don't really have to respect any of that stuff, right? So they have to armor in order to get out of it, and then you can just get out of it anyway. Or, like I said, this is what you normally are supposed to do, right? So you don't ever have to do that gel. That's what you're supposed to do, and you just punish anyway. So like, that's what I do, right? Hold on, right? And then you just punish anyway. So like, this is what I mean when I say like Johnny Cage is not like, oh, just do this and you beat him anyway. Yeah, nah, like this is how I play the character, you know, like into the same mix-up, into the same damage, into the same stuff over and over and over again. You're going to lose. You're coming off of resources, and I'm not unsafe from doing it. And I have tech that allows for me to option select all of that crap. So like, yeah, nah, man, like you're not scary, like that. You're just getting wrecked at that point, right? So like, again, I didn't actually put a button press out right there, but yeah, you're gonna be good, man. So like, yeah, no, Johnny Cage doesn't work against Quan Chi either, and he doesn't even have zoning. If you have a zoner, it actually becomes a lot worse for you. So I'll take one of the best zoners in the game, and I'll show you some stuff with her. Now, I think actually Lee May is a pretty good character. If you didn't watch my tier list video, go watch that. But if you pay attention to like what Lee May does, that's very strong. Her zoning is very, very quick, right? Her zoning is extremely quick. So we'll just do that, right? Right? As you can see, like, that zoning is very, very strong. Some very quick zoning. You can obviously do something like that. But, again, because it's so fast, it'll catch you, right? So, Lee May's zoning is very, very strong. But, as you know... Hold on. I can use her own zoning against her. I can literally reaction oh shoot, you know. So yeah, like, and then get a punish from that. So if you go against a character who can zone, it's pretty much, that wasn't reaction, that was a reaction. So yeah, as you see, if you go against a character who can zone, it becomes worse for you, because now you're into the spot where I want you to be. And hold on one second, just to kind of prove a little bit more of a point here, I'll make her settle down here. Look at the hit advantage on this. It's 10, right? Which means this is a 2-frame move, which means you're screwed, right? So you can do that, which means you're going to be able to auto neutral and space people out, right? Which means this is also going to hit, right? No one's going to be able to stop you from doing that. That's your ranger one. You can also do this one because no one's going to be able to stop you from doing that. You can also do your back one, which is going to be very good as well. You have all the options that you need, but anytime I'm up close, I'll just do this, because I mean, this is 8 frames. It's plus 10, which means you're always going to be good. It's going to be a good little, you know, hefty one for you. But if you go immediately into that, like, you're going to be good. So like, if I do this, I immediately go into that. Because there's no need not to go into it. It's my best button. And since it's like just enough frames to where if you like, you can gel like that, right? So yeah, I don't really see any problems with this character. I have not found any problems with this character, even in my own playthrough, even when I'm going against some pretty decent players. But yeah, if you guys don't see it, then you know, that's up to you at that point. I'm going to keep dominating lobbies and wrecking people. But no matter what character you're using, you're gonna be screwed. because you have to come off of resources in order to punish him for the ranges that he plays at. And all you have to do is make one mistake, and then you're taking 40% from it because this character does crazy damage. And that can be very unfair to a lot of people uh, because of how it works. Kenshi especially, like Kenshi, you get destroyed if you use Sento against Quan Chi. Um, so yeah, like no characters counter this character, and the better you get with playing this character, the better off you're going to get. Now you do have to have skill, you have to have, you know, your inputs correct, you have to know when to do what, you have to know how to condition people. So there's a lot of like, you know, you need to know how. But it was the same thing with Rain. Whenever Sonic Fox said that if you don't believe Rain's, you know, S plus, then you just need to get better at the game. That's what Quan Chi is. If you don't believe he's S plus, then you just need to get better at the game, because a character that can do this from full screen and then get crazy damage like this, hold on, I messed it up, from full screen, right? I messed it up again. I am so like this is proof that I don't really play this game that much, and like I'll still like get my I'll drop combos like in Combat League, right? Which you shouldn't be doing, and I'm still beating people, which means the character is really that good. But also like I've like learned his playstyle like very much so. So again, you let's say you do something like this, I probably messed it up a little bit, right? And you can get crazy damage from that, right? So like, please tell me how like a character who can do this isn't good, right? I keep doing that. My fault. But like the fact that you can get this from full screen at any point in time is crazy, right? That actually is crazy. That's a land. Cool. And you can even just go straight into the whole this here, and that'll land. And that'll give you your damage that you're looking for. It's 38. So yeah, cool. But you don't even have to do all of that. Like, I don't ever go for that because I don't like using my bars for that. I just do the basic one right here, and I go straight into this setup, into another one of these, because you're going to get the same amount of damage, right? And you can go straight into your pressure. Look at that. Look at how much damage I took off this person from this, which means you have to hold that. You have to hold that. And look at my Motaro. My Motaro's already coming back. So like, I'm going to be doing a setup that immediately leads right back into my Motaro. So for example, let's just play this out, right? I totally messed that up. Anyways, we'll play this out. We'll play the sequence out. I messed that up again. It's always when you record, man. Like, this is actually the easier part of his kit, the stuff that I don't mess up. But whenever you record, man, everything always goes wrong. But just imagine I did another one of these, right? And they have to hold that. So immediately after they hold that, let me actually just get it right one time. I have to get it right one time, so that way you can see like what I'm talking about. Bruh. And then you can go from there. You can go straight into this, because you're gonna have Motaro back at that point, or you can go straight into the low, or you can just go straight into pressure, or you can go straight into your forward 2 and just play off of that. But the point is, like, you do this and everything is working into your favor. You're set playing into everything else that you're supposed to be doing. Just have to make sure that landed right. You can do the low right from there, you can do the overhead, but by the time that you get that done, you're going to be able to like move however you want to at that point. So this is all very strong, very cool stuff, and it works like in tangent with each other. So like, there's no like, oh shoot, how do I like get back from like any sort of deficit? Because the biggest thing that people are like, oh well, you don't have enough health to like, you know, do anything, right? Well, why would I need health if I have all of these options, right? Because I can just do that again, and then now I'm back into the same mix-up. So like, I don't understand like how people are saying this character is not good, because you can play off of everything, literally. Um, you can even just play off of that if you want to. Now, even whenever, let's say Mataro's gone, right? He's gone, and you have a lot of stuff to, a lot of cooldown to work with. Let me actually do one of the heftier ones. These are not the heftier ones. I'll do these. These are the heftier ones. All right. So let's say you have no Motaro. Okay, well you can still play off your stagger, right? You can still play off of that and then into that. You can still play off of this into that, right? You can still play off of this into low overhead, right? You can still play off of this into that, right? You can just play off of everything. You can even play off the overhead because people are going to be respecting that. Because they're respecting this, because you have to respect this, you're going to have to respect the range of this as well. So that's all, you know, pressure. So yeah, like, you can't poke these things either because the range of these. So you're going to either have to use armor, or that's it. You're gonna get caught. Like, you have to use armor or you're gonna get caught. So yeah, like, there's really no way to kind of stop him from doing his game plan, and all of that is beaten by you doing this. So I do my overhead quite a lot, and I'll do this if I feel like they're gonna punish it. But once people start getting used to that, then I'm like, okay, well, I can't use that anymore, like, just free willy-nilly, and then I'll start throwing this out whenever they're expecting the overhead. So you really can't play off of this, and the moment that people start trying to fuzzy this, it opens up you just doing this, right? This right here, because they're gonna have to fuzzy or whatever, or it opens up you doing this, and this is actually pretty good on block. Like, this isn't bad on block, as you can see. So you'll be able to do that, get your spacing however you want, and you'll be able to be good. Now, if you wanted to, you could spin the bar and do something like that, but I would never recommend doing that. That's just not my speed. But if you wanted to, you could. Yeah, like, it's decent, but I never do that because I don't waste my bars on stuff like that. If I'm going to spend a bar, it's going to be because I am using it for health. I literally don't spend any of my resources for anything else unless I'm here, and like, I'll do it like that. Like, that's about the only thing I'll spend bar on, is to like do it like that or something like that. Other than that, I don't ever spend bar, because of the fact that, like, if you do this, you can just get damage from it either way, and there's no need to use this for anti-zoning whenever you can just use this and actually get, use this and then actually just get combo damage off of it. So I don't ever use that to anti-zone. I just use this. Now, if Mataro's gone, then sure, I'll go ahead and use it. So again, you just kind of like double stack on that, so you have an option for everything. So like, with Mataro, Quan Chi has no weaknesses, without a doubt, right? So you can even start like adding him into like your strings like that, right? Let's see here. Where's it at? Cool. Like, you can even start using them like that if you feel like people are gonna armor, right? And then punish their whatever, or like get pressure off of that. So like, none of this is good. And again, all you have to do is just start blocking, right? Just do it and then block. So yeah, like, you're still gonna make them take damage. You can even just do stuff like that, and then it's like, okay, like, what are you gonna do? Like, we're trading at that point. So like, this is not like an effective way to beat him, even though it's like a way to, like, you have to do this in order to like kind of like have a chance. And I've already found like 1,000 ways to beat like people who do stuff like this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on, I'm not doing it right. Why do I keep doing that? That's not what I'm supposed to do. That, I'll do that right there. So like, there's ways to beat people who are doing that whole kind of like thing there. So like, I really just don't respect that. Like, if you start doing that, then I'll just read you once, and then like, because me stopping right here is not bad. Like, me stopping right here is not bad, you know? Like, all you're gonna do is give up a turn. Okay, cool. What are you gonna get from that? Whatever, you know? Because for the most part, I'm gonna already be spacing this from out here. and I always play off of this anyway because this is your best button. So what are you gonna do? Like, there's no character that can really, like, you can just at that point react to everything, right? So like, and then you just punish whatever, right? I messed that up. There we go. So like, that's what I do. I play off of my 2 stagger, because that stagger is honestly really, really good, and you should be using that the most because that also builds into that, right? Again, since that's very, very quick and very safe, you armor. No character in this game can armor that and not get punished, right? So yeah, you're good, man. Like, you're gonna be set up, you know. So yeah, there's really not a way to beat this character. Once you get your knowledge up with the character and you know when to do what and you know how to mix up everything, yeah, you're gonna be in a very deadly spot. Like for example, let me get that right. Like that, right? Remember I talked about that thing. So like, once you start learning like more tech with this character, you really like option select everything, and it becomes cheesy. So like, hopefully you guys can see a little bit more of why Quan Chi is the best character in this game. Um, the set play is crazy. The ranges are crazy. The combos are crazy. I haven't even shown you guys all the combos that you can get, the new combo routes that I have found. But there's ways for you to get over 48% with him combo damage rise with Motaro. But you have to use all your resources. But it is possible. I just don't think that it's worth it. So because I would much rather use it in the format of actually like setting up a trap, so that way you can force people to where, like for example, I'll just go ahead and show it here. Mm, how am I gonna do this? I'll do it like this. I'll show this one last thing and then I'll basically like shut up and call this thing over. Uh, let's see. How am I gonna show this? We're gonna do that. Get up mode on. Enhanced shadow kick. Um, yeah, this should work. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just say we get this. We get this. Oh. I messed that up. Alright, as you can see, you can't armor out of this stuff, right? It's very good. But let's say they delay wake up, like I said, right? Cool. And then they do this. Actually, it won't work like this, because if I do this, hold on. Yeah, it won't work like this. I'm gonna need to, even though that delay wake up is still hitting, let me try to make this a little bit better. I'll do it like this. How am I gonna set this up? I'll make him do this. Cool. But I have to make him do that. Yeah. Like so. Yeah, we'll have to make him do it like this, and we'll set him to block type all. No, I'll set him to auto block. This should work. So then I will do something like this, right? Cool. Yeah, I think this is how I'll be able to get this to work. Cool. Oh yeah, cool. So like something like that, right? So this is what I wanted. So let's say, just forget that first part, right? Forget that this didn't happen. Like, we're just starting off like I got the hit or whatever, right? And someone's trying to, you know, delay wake up and still get armor like that, as you can see, right? Delay wake up and then still use their armor like at the very beginning. Wait, did he delay wake up? Hold on, is he delaying wake up? Yeah, wait, no, he's not delaying wake up. It's because the get up reversal is still on. Hold on, let me, how do I, Let me do it like this. Get up reversal. I'll turn this off, and I'll just make him do get up mode. This should work. Hold on, let's make sure he's not doing the wake up either. How do I get this to work? I'm trying to show you one thing, but I don't know how I'm gonna get that to work. I want him to do. So if I make him do it, he's going to do that. So I'll just do it like this. Yeah, I'll do it like this. Okay. Alright, this might work. No. No, that's not what I'm doing. No, that's not what I'm doing. There we go. Cool. Hopefully this works. Let's see if I can get this set up how I want it to be. Delay wake up. Okay, cool. Bet. Now it's gonna work. Alright, so let's say you're gonna get someone who is going to do delay wake up into immediate armor, right? Which is like you trying to be smart, right? Like I'm telling you guys, I have lapped every single scenario. Hold on. So again, I am absolutely dog water right now. As you can see, he can armor, and because the trap is how the trap is, the armor protects you from his armor. So like he does that and you punish him for it. So I know it took me forever to get that to get set up, but like that's the point that I was trying to make, is that you do that and the actual like EX of the cage stops people from armor moves, no matter what the range is of their armor. It doesn't hit, right? Hold on. Let's say you do the delayed wake up version one. Bro, what am I doing? Right? I messed that up again. It's crazy because I actually never do that drop in Combat League. It's always the other one, like combo drops. I will never like drop these because this is the stuff that I do the most, right? You can even do something like that and then just punish him like that, right? So like, so yeah, like that's the thing where it's like, you know, if you're gonna do EX, there's really no point in ever like, because it's gonna land anyway, right? Because it's gonna land anyway, there's no point in ever doing it, the Mataro, unless like you're not going to do the EX, because the EX is gonna keep you safe anyway. So there's no point in doing it if you're not gonna there's no point in doing a Mataro if you're gonna do the EX, because the EX is gonna protect you and you just get your same combo punish or whatever. You could do another one if you wanted to. That's the only like format that I say you would use in EX, outside of like and you could just keep that going, right? Right, you could do something like that. So like that's the only format where I would say you would actually like use the EX. But if you're not going to use it in that format, then the only other format that I would use it on would be like this. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Like that. That would be the other only format that I would use it on. Hold on, let me get right. Did I forget my own combo? I might have. Hold on, let me get right. Oh, that's why. I was wondering. I was like, wait, why is this not linking? I messed it up. But you would basically do like that, then do like that, do like this, and then do that, and you would get 43%. So yeah, I actually get it right because I don't like not landing my combos. I messed it up. I never do this though. I never really am like close enough to like get this, so I never really do this anymore. You can like do that, but if you do that, then you would have to do it like this. So let me see if I can get it here. Bruh. I'll just show it once, like just so that way you can see what you can get. So you can do like that. I messed it up. Hold on. And the reason why I don't really do this is because like I've only found one way to actually make this like be a forced scenario. Like you can do like that, right? Even though that's the weaker damage one, if you do it like this, hold on, you'll get more damage by doing that instead of doing this one, right? So that's why I don't do this one, and I just go into the other one, because this one will give you more damage, right? And that'll give you the 43% that I talked to you about. So that's good, but the only way I've found to actually make this happen, like to where you're up close and you're doing it, let's say you get something like this, right? You do like this. Doing like this is very good because then you can do like that, and then you can get that to be set up. But in order for that to actually happen, you have to do like kind of like a like that, right? To get that to happen, right? See what I'm saying? So as you can see, that's the point that I'm trying to make right there. So like there are ways for you to get what you want to get, but like if you're going to use meter, I would use it in that facet. If you're not going to use it like right there, don't ever use it for anti-zone unless you don't have Motaro this up, because you want to save your meter for the things that matter. I would definitely use meter for the sake of like extending these. If you don't want to have to use Motaro, you still want to keep the pressure going, right? And you can even do it like that if you wanted to, you know, cash out, like that kind of deal. But I don't really do that. I only use meter for the EX here, or for the combo damage up close, or actual like in that format. That'll be cool. But if you're going to use the bar for that little 34%, then it's like, I guess that's alright, but I don't really like that idea. I would much rather like use my bar, I mean do this combo here. Hold on, I would much rather do this combo here instead of trying to I can't believe I just missed that. I actually never whiffed this. Hold on, I was about to say, boy, you can do like this if you wanted to, even though like this too is kind of like whatever. I never really do that either. I would always finish it like this. I messed that up. I was supposed to do it earlier. You can do like that, and that gives you that little 44%. But you can actually get 48, but you have to do a few different combo routes in order to get that done. But as you can see, like you actually can get like quite a lot of damage with this character. So like, so yeah, as you can see, you can get some pretty decent combo damage from this, but in order to get the crazy combo damage, you're gonna have to have this up and then use this in order to make it work. So yeah, it is pretty good, but I really like, people get so scared to where I don't even get the chance to really use this. So like if you wanted to use this, definitely you could, but I don't ever really get a chance to use it, so I don't really get this happening a lot because people don't press. They're very scared of me. And again, so let's say again you do this, you don't feel like actually using the actual bar, you can just do this, right? Lead into the same mix-up, right? And then go crazy from there. So like, as you can see, you know, you're gonna be pretty good. You really don't have to worry about anything. And if you want to make it to where they can't armor out of that situation, all you got to do is just trap them, and then they're screwed, right? Oh no, I messed it up. You have to kind of sit on that dash just a little bit, right? Yeah, you have to sit on that just a little bit. Anyways, you do this, EX. What are they gonna do? They get caught. You get the combo damage from it, right? Because they try to move. They're just stuck. You have to hold that. You can always just jump in anytime you finish that combo off. Everything just works in tangent with each other. So this is just like probably 1 out of 10. Like I can make 10 videos on this character to show you guys how strong this character is. So this is just one of them. I might make another 9 just to get people to stop like saying this character's trash, and actually lab the character instead of just going off of what they feel and not actually labbing. I think the biggest problem with the community is that I probably should have put this at the very beginning, but I think the biggest problem with the community is that people complain more than they play. People complain more than they lab. So they complain characters are busted that are really not busted. There's so much tech to stop them. As I play Quan Chi, I learned tech to stop him. Even though I still think the tech to stop him is very like situational, and you're always in a losing situation. So I don't think it's good tech, but I think it's still, you know, a way to at least stop like a bad Quan Chi, but a good Quan Chi, you're not beating them doing that. Like for example, the whole like just duck under this or move forward. You're not beating a good Quan Chi doing that. He's gonna like punish your movement. He's gonna punish all the other stuff. Because the moment you move forward, that's a wrap. The moment you jump, you can reaction. Punish with that, right? So for example, I'll go ahead and put it full screen. And basically what we're going to do to make this the purest reaction possible, I'm just basically, the moment that this is done, I'm just going to react, right? So that's the purest reaction that you can get, right? It's like, okay, bam, right? Either way it goes, they're going to get punished before they do it. So let's say he actually does a jump in or something like that. I hate how that's still a thing, right? It's always going to be a punish, right? As you can see, right? If you react fast enough, that's always going to be a punish. So yeah, I don't really know of a character that can kind of stop that, or you can actually like they jump in and you can hit them from way out here. And this is what I mean when I say like this character is good. Like you have an option for everything, right? So like your full screen, they jump in, like as you can see, that same mix up. Get the punish, same deal, whatever, cool, right? So like, yeah, like you're gonna be good, bro. Like there's not any ways that I know of that you can beat this character from stopping him from doing exactly what he wants to do. You're screwed no matter what you do. You can even do like this to try to stop that, right? That's more of a read because that's a little bit of a slower one, but you can even do something like that, punish them on their way down, right? You're a little bit slow in the reactions, but that is obviously the best one because you're going to be playing at a range. This is a very good trip guard. Again, this is one of your best anti-airs. You can kind of like do whatever you want to do from there with this. You can even just do like that. Hold on. Send them back full screen if you wanted to. So like you get to completely control like how the spacing of this looks, right? So like you never have to like respect anyone's like jumps. Like if you jump, you're dead, you know. It's anytime you want to get some good damage from this, you can actually combo off of this pretty well. You can set up like that. Also, you can also do this kind of deal. Hold on, let's see if I can actually get it here. You can set up something like that if you wanted to, but I never really do. I just kind of go into the basic ones here. You can go like that if you wanted to. There's a bunch of different combo routes that you can do. You can always trip guard with that as well. If you ever like feel like someone's gonna dash up, or if you can't read if they're gonna jump or if they're gonna dash forward, right? So this is what I mean when I say like, if you dash forward, this is gonna catch you with the trip guard. This is gonna catch you if you're doing that one. So if you dash forward or jump, they're both getting beat. All of these are very good, right? This is also a very good one too. This is good, but you have to be a little bit closer, right? And since you're going to be playing from these kind of ranges, these are all very good. But this is a very good one for trip guarding. It's just you're not going to get that second hit to land. You would have to immediately go into it like this, right? So yeah, that's like how that would work. So that's a little bit of a harder read, but if you wanted to do that, you could. But I just always do this one, or this one. Those are my two best buttons for stuff like that, and I'll play off of that. All right, set up the trap. All right, or do that and then go straight into the guaranteed, you know, damage that you can get, and then go like that if you wanted to, that kind of deal. Or set up another trap to where you can go back into the same mix-up. As you can see, like, you can't just jump on this character, and you can't just forward dash, right? So let's say I'll do like this: 1, 2, 3. So let's say they're doing that, right? Trying to get out of that range of that, right? Alright, and you're trying to do your stuff, they're gonna punish you. So matter of fact, I'll do it like this. As you can see, that's a punish, right? This is how you beat bad Quan Chis, right? As you can see, that's a bad Quan Chi. So the moment you feel like someone's gonna do that, I don't do that. I do stuff like this. Right, that beats him. Hold on. I'll do that to catch him. I'll do that to catch him. I'll do that mix on top of another one of those, because that hit reaction works very well with each other. You're pretty much like you're gonna have to hold that. So hold on. All right, so that works really well with each other. Or I'll do that, and then I'll do something like this. Or let's say I feel like they're gonna do it, I'm gonna catch him with that, right? Alright, all of this is very good stuff that you can do in order to like stop people from like doing anything. But my favorite one to use is that one, right? I can literally react to their movement. Be like, okay, bet, right? React to their movement. Oh, you dodge for it, I'm gonna punish that dodge. Or you dodge for it, I'm gonna punish this. That's weird. I've actually never seen that happen before. That's another one that I'll do. You dodge for it, I'm going to do that, right? Right, and since it's like a situation where you're gonna have to like hold on, let me get that a little bit better. Like, let's say you're doing that one, right? Let me actually make that an armor. Right? So let's say they're doing that now, right? Cool. I'll do my armor, you know? So like, there's no way for you to get in without you having to use armor. Like, you have to use armor for everything, and there's so many ways for you to beat armor. And the moment that you have this set up, which is you're supposed to, right? So let's say that's set up, you just beat all of this anyway, right? And also you can always just jump up and then do that, right? So like, let's say you feel like they're gonna do it, you jump up, go for your punish there, right? And then get your punish there. So like, there are so many ways. Let me actually punish that, because I actually do this, bruh. There we go. I was about to say, bruh. Are you kidding me? Bruh. It's so weird whenever you're practicing and you're not just like reacting, because it's like you're trying to like set it up to where it's like, you know, realistic, but it's like at the end of the day, this is all like reaction stuff. So it's like you're reading as like the moment he dodges for it, then you do it, right? So it's like, oh, he's dodging for it, and then you go for your punish from there. But it's like, because it's like a practice thing, it's like it's very hard to kind of like go from there, because it's like you're trying to like anticipate it just a little bit, and that throws off like the true reactions, right? So yeah, anyways, like there's a bunch of different combos that you can do for that, but I normally just jump forward and then like try to get my stuff from there. Or like I'll go in like this, and you can actually go ahead and punish with something like that. Or oh no, I preemptively did that. I preemptively did that too. See, dodge. You can punish like that even, or you can just simply jump forward, or just jump straight up. You see him dodge, do like that, and then go into something like that, even straight into another trap, so that way they can't like get in for free. So like there's a bunch of options that you can do in order to like get people to not be able to, you know, do whatever. So yeah, like you have all the options that you need with this character. You can also just simply do something like that and then get up out of there if you feel like they're about to do it. Let's see here. Right, if you feel like someone's going to do it, you can just throw that out. And this is the reason why I say like none of this works, because you're supposed to be throwing projectiles all the time, right? Because of Motaro, because you have that Motaro like that, you're supposed to be throwing projectiles all the time. If you're not throwing projectiles mix in with Motaro to get in, you're not playing it right. And this is what I mean when I say like I can't like lose, because I'm doing this all the time. I'm always throwing projectiles going straight into Motaro, because why wouldn't I, you know? So like this is my game plan, you know. I projectiles into Motaro. Every once in a while I'll get up close and do my little thing up there, because I have ranges at every range, right? So there's no reason for me not to use it. But again, let's say you feel like someone's going to do it. The best thing that you can do in this game is nothing, right? So like let's say you feel like, okay, shoot, he's about to throw one, right? He dodged for it. Let me just block. Just punish. Like you don't always have to like have an answer. Sometimes the best answer is to do that, even though this can mean that you're starting to slowly get conditioned. So like I wouldn't recommend doing this all the time. You definitely want your opponent like reacting to you defensively, not the other way around. Like you don't want to make this a habit, but you can do this as well, because again, they have to make themselves like commit to something in order to get something to happen, right? They have to commit and take a risk in order to stop you from doing your game plan, right? So that's never going to work in their favor. Why is this whiffing? Am I tripping? Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Anyways, yeah, so like this is what I mean when I say like there's no way to beat this character if you're going against a good character. You just simply like do this and then you react to it, and then it is what it is. You always end combos with the trap though, always, because it's your setup tool. It's your set play. It's how you get all of your damage. Like you don't want to end it in any other way. It literally allows for you to stop literally everything in the game. Delay wake ups, no matter what it is. If you use armor, they're screwed, and you can combo off of it, right? So they're screwed. They have to block, and if they do block, all you're doing is you're bringing them right back into the same setup, which means if they like try to move, they get hit, right? They try to do anything, they get hit. Now again, if you wanted to make a combo, you can, but you have to do Motaro after it in order to make a combo, right? So like you have to do like this, so that way you can combo off of it like so. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. So yeah, very good stuff. So yeah, like hopefully you guys see that this character is good. This character is busted. Busted. I can't even say busted because it takes skill to use this character. And the fact that you have 850 health means you have to play very smart. You can't make too many mistakes, because throws do, like, for example, let me just switch here. Throws on you do like so much damage, right? Look at the damage of this throw. Hold on. Throws on you do so much damage, man. So like if you're playing with a good character, you know, you're gonna be kind of, you know, in a tough spot, you know. So I would just say, if you're gonna, you know, play this character, you definitely have to be good. You can't be trash. If you're trash, you're probably gonna not like this character. But anyways, hopefully you guys see the potential of this character. I don't even know Johnny Cage combos that well. I think you will go into this after that, right? Maybe this. I don't know. I see Johnny Cage's play a lot, but I don't think Johnny Cage is that good. I need a character who has a little bit more range on him. I can't play one-dimensional like how he does. A lot of people like him because a lot of people kind of play that MKX style. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling a little bit. Anyways, hopefully you guys see the potential in this character. Um, Again, you play off your projectile if you're at the longer ranges. Play off of this too if you wanted to. But I play off of this. I make them scared of this, and if they try to dash in, I make them scared of this. I make them very scared of this. I make them scared of this. For the most part, I don't really do anything crazy, except like kind of just playing off of like the easier stuff, right? Into like the setups or whatever, into whatever like that, right? So like if you're gonna like play this character, I definitely would recommend you kind of getting used to getting this out, whatever you want to do from that. There's so much pressure that you have from this. Like this is just like full screen. This is your money maker. You know, you get so much free damage from this. If you wanted to use bar, you can. All right. As you can see, look at the damage. Like it's ridiculous. You know, it's actually crazy. So there's no weaknesses to this character. You set play people, and the fact that you can just actually get combo damage from this at any point in time that you want from a projectile, and if you don't get it, then it's just full screen, right? So let's say you you don't know if it's going to land or not. You can do that and then still get it to hit confirm, right? So it's like you don't even have to hit confirm at that point. You can just do that, right? Hold on, let me see if I can. That can actually connect, but the timing for it is very strict because of the way that it works, like so, right? So yeah, that can connect. You just have to be very strict with the timing, like so. But yeah, that can land, and you can get damage from that. But the fact that you can just do that is kind of crazy because that's extremely strong. You know, it's not connecting right now because my time is bad, but yeah, my time is just bad. Yeah, my time is just bad right now. There we go. So yeah, the fact that you can just do that from full screen is crazy. But if you want to do the easy one, you can always just go into that one as well. Oh, I'm tripping. Like that. That's the easiest one to do. And since this kind of like still works in your favor if like someone blocks it, right? That still works in your favor. But you don't ever have to do that. You can simply just do that one always, right? And then just play off of that. And you can just like, oh shoot, they blocked it and whatever, right? But you can always go into that too if you wanted to. Or you can just simply go into this because this works as well, which is just the one that I do the most. I go into that because that's the one that I use the most. Cool. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to showcase here? There is one more thing, but let me see if I can actually get it to happen. All right, cool. So trying to get, I have to max space this perfectly in order to get this to work, but let's see. It's not, I can't, I ain't even gonna lie, this is very hard to space, but it is possible. But the goal for this is basically to like get it to land as like a close move, like that, but to where it doesn't hit until very late. Now if you do this like from like these buttons here, then it's always going to be very, very bad. But if you space it off of this, I've gotten it to where I can make it minus 2. But I can't get it right now. The spacing on this is honestly pretty difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't get it right now. Okay, whatever. Let's see here. Let's see here. I can't get it right now. My spacing is bad. Yeah, I can't get it right now. Basically, what you're looking for is you're looking for this to hit a little bit like after. They might have actually changed the hit reaction on this because this wasn't this hard before. It might have changed the hit reaction on this because it's not actually happening at all now, which is kind of weird. Might have to try it off of this one. Let's see. If it doesn't work off of this one, then they definitely changed the hit reaction. Yeah, I think they might have just changed the hit reaction on this because I was able to make this, you know, not so minus before, but seems like maybe it might be. Yeah, it seems like they might have nerfed this. Let's see. I'll try it off of this one. If that doesn't work, then yeah, they definitely nerfed this. Yeah, they definitely nerfed this. Why would they do that? I guess because they thought it was like kind of cheesy how I could do it, maybe. I can't get it to beat anything other than minus 21, which is, yeah. So they definitely nerfed this. So this doesn't work anymore. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's normally the spacing that I would use, and because that hit is like so delayed, it would make it to where like people would like this would be like -1 on hit, like from actually like the block like pressure. Now again, if someone walks into this, then it is still gonna be like effective. As far as like that, right? You can still do that. You can still do it like that, right? That's still gonna work, but because if they walk into it, then they walk into it. But I don't know, man. I guess it's not as good as it used to be. They probably like nerfed it. It was honestly pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why they would nerf that though. But basically, what you could do is yeah, that's honestly pretty crazy, man. That they nerfed that. Hold on. I see. Hey, why isn't it happening? Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not working anymore. Anyways, you don't ever have to. You could just always do that version and then go from there, type of deal. But yeah. Basically, you were able to like space it to where you can get this to like land and then do that, and then like if they blocked it, like if let's say they didn't move, basically if they did not move, like that last little hit of this would hit them, but it's like you can't even do it anymore. I'll just do it like this and see if I can get it like that. That's so weird. I gotta get this because I gotta see if this absolutely cannot happen ever again. Yeah, I think they took it out. Yep. They definitely took it out. Please. Yeah, they took it out. Okay, so they changed the hit reaction. You can't do that anymore. That sucks. But anyways, it doesn't really matter because I mean, at the end of the day, you can still get the damage off of this. But the reason why that was so good before was because of the fact that it made stuff like this like very good, or like this. Hold on. It made that very good because if they tried to move forward right here, it would make it to where that hit would like hit them, and I would be already like plus or like resetting neutral from that hit advantage on top of me using Mataro to cancel out of a lot of these frames already, and it will make me like really plus to where I can do that. So I could like auto neutral this like quite a lot. But it also like allowed for me to do something like this. like that, so that way like I can. Bruh, let me get this max space. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Nah, that's a good part right here. Nah. And then I could like do something like that, and basically like get them to hit that hit, because it would like stay like here for a while, and after I did my Matara, I was able to do it. So I'll probably have to like EX it in order to showcase it now. But yeah, basically it looks something like this. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just do it from backspace. Hold on. Yeah, let me see. Bro, what am I doing? Then I would do that. I would do something like this. Anything that had like pushback, and I would push him into the trap. But like I was able to do it much quicker, and I didn't have to use EX. But I think I would have to use EX to get that same mind game to happen now. That's crazy that I can't do this anymore. They had to have messed with this, because this wasn't like this before. Yeah, this definitely wasn't like this before. That's crazy that they did that. Like, that's actually trash. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. I didn't use it often because it was kind of like whatever, but it was a pretty good like, you know, frame trap that I could use, and I can't use that anymore. Yeah, basically I would do that, and then I would push him into the trap, and then the trap would hit him, and it was an armor breaking setup. Also, you can kind of like use it to make yourself plus from certain things. Like you could like do that, and then like they would hit it, and then you can go immediately back into this. It was kind of like basically if you use the trap like a Goro, pretty much. Like I can't do that anymore though. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. I really can't use that anymore. That sucks. So yeah, basically, and then I would do like that, hit him into the trap, and then like I would go back into another stagger, and I didn't have to use EX in order to get it done. That's crazy. So like basically, it would look something like this, and then they would hit that, and then I would keep it going like that. That's crazy that they took that out. All right, that's cool, but I mean, you can still do that in its own right. You can use a trap like that, but you would have to use it off something that's very good at like spacing. Right, because that trap hits pretty close. The only thing I have found that you can use to get this to work is like if you space it like out like here, like that or something like that. Hold on. And then like push them into it like that, so that way you can do it. Or actually just using this. Those are the ones that I mainly use. I don't know of another way to actually get that spacing to work with that. But if you also just want to use that as well, just like this, you can do that. So yeah, I guess that's probably fair for like how much other stuff you had. But I don't know. I think that's kind of a useless like thing. I don't know why they would change the hit reaction on that. Anyways, but you can see the potential of doing it like that, but I don't know why they nerfed it to where I have to use EX now. But basically, you was able to do that, and like it had like more active frames, like towards the edge of the foot, so the foot would hit like later on, and it was able to make this from instead of being hit advantage -21 to like hit advantage like -1 or -9, depending on like how good you could space it out. That's crazy that they took that out, bro. Like that's honestly like very like tragic. I guess it's because like they probably looked at my video like, nah, that might be actually too good, because I could do that on top of like having the trap. So it was like I would set the trap up, and then like hold on. And then like they would have to respect that, like if I max space that, like that. I guess it was maybe too much. Maybe that's why they didn't want it, but that's kind of tragic. I ain't gonna lie. That's super tragic. Anyways, that's everything that I have for you guys, man. This is why Quan Chi is not bad. I probably could literally keep on going. I literally like forgot that this is a video, but um, there's so much stuff that you can do at Quan Chi. That's not even funny. Um, we already talked about how this is minus 16, but it's really like minus 15, right? If you do it right. So let's say you know like you just jump in and you do it like that. Um, this is a very good move. You can always use it in this kind of format. I like doing that because then people like don't respect this coming out of it, right? So I like doing this, but I also like to use it for cross-up kind of situations, like so. Just to switch sides and go back into it. Also, if you wanted to, you can do that. Hold on. That was bad. There we go. There we go. You can use it like that. So that way you can like make people, that's the one that I'm looking for. So that way you can switch sides. So that way if someone's like trying to punish that, you can kind of make some people miss. But the timing for this is pretty strict, but you can't get that to happen. But it just opens up people just like respecting it or hesitating, which opens up you just simply just doing regular jump in straight into your button presses. Like so. Or like just doing simple one of these and then people are hesitating so they don't punish you because frame data is actually like happening, which means if they hesitate, this is no longer minus 16, it's now like minus like 10 or 8 depending on how bad they are or how much they're hesitating. Like for example, if they're like scared of this and they're like wanting a fuzzy guard or something like that, and they're like, okay, well shoot, and you get their brain kind of like confused a little bit. You can actually like kind of make some stuff happen with this. So yeah, so this actually does like work quite a bit. Like I've actually gotten this to like happen quite a bit, and then just like go to my pressure from there. So yeah, this is all good stuff, man. Like, hope you guys see the potential of this character, bro. Like I be going in with this character. Even with this, like, I don't know of a character who be punishing me from this far out. Like, they're just not ready for it, right? Like, and like you don't ever have to do it. Like, you could just let it sit like this, right? So, I ain't even gonna lie, I'd be cheesing with this string, bro. This string is cheesy as heck because the range of it is so good. It's like, who's gonna poke me? Like, for example. You just outspace people. See what I'm saying? Like, so I'll do something like this, back step, and then do like that, and I wind up punishing people. Right? See what I'm saying? Like, the range on this is so good, right? Alright? So let's say you block the first one. On. I just do that, bro. Like, because the range of this is so good, you can always just do this too, because this actually spaces out pretty well. Or you can just do that and go straight into this stuff, or this that works pretty well too. Hold on. Hold on. You can do stuff like that, right? All of this is just footsies, right? So like you block, do something like that, right? All of this is just basic footsies. So like I'd be dogging with this character, but I mainly use this one because you can like play off of like someone like doing that, and since the range on this is very good, like that range is very, very good, right? And since let's say if this does whiff, if this hits, right? If that hits, then like that's pretty easy, you know. And this is not even something that's hard to like max space or something like that. And I oftentimes like I'll finish this like quite a bit. or you can like go into that if you wanted to, but I oftentimes finish it with like that, so that way I can create a little bit more spacing. But for the most part, I actually like sometimes I'll just finish this out and then just go right back into the same thing, right? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, and as long as you get your meaties like right, you know, and if you block someone's stuff, right? Come on. Bruh. That's what I was looking for. You can do that too, but you have to be like perfect in your timing, right? So yeah, even though that doesn't really like work on people who are just like actually holding, but if they're blocking, like then you like do that really quick, right? So you just have to have your timing very like tight. I mess it up. So yeah, like you can really like do what you want to do here with this character. You get your timing like absolutely like god tier. You can always just do that, and it's like, okay, what are they gonna do, right? You can always just do that too. And this works. So like I just feel like spacing wise, like this character has everything you need spacing wise. You can always do that too, because I love doing this one. This one works the best because you don't like move forward as much, so like you can actually like space people out. If they're like, let's say they poke or they're trying to poke, you can just punish that like quite easily. So I'll actually go ahead and put this instead of us being close, because I'm never close anyway. I'm always playing it around like this range here. Right, I always play off of this. See what I'm saying? Just like, what are they gonna do, you know? So it's like, you know, this is very good, and I have actually never whiffed this. I've never had that happen before, because I've learned the range of this very well to where I just play off of this, you know. So yeah, also this is a very good like whiff punisher. Like it's very good for like, let's say if someone's like, if you're like timing things at the same time or something like that. Hold on. Hold on. That was a little bit bad one. Like that, right? It's very good in that kind of like regard. I'm trying to time it to where it's like the exact same. Yeah, it's good for like stuff like that. And again, that goes straight into the combo damage. Right, as you can see, so like there's so many different ways that you can like get in with this character. It all just works kind of seamlessly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So yeah, the set play is crazy. So yeah, you can go crazy with this character. Anyways, that's everything that I'm gonna put into this video. There's so much more that I could go over, like aerial combat wise, or aerial shenanigans that you have, or even some more footsie things, but I'm gonna just keep it kind of, you know, simple and short and sweet, and kind of like go off of that kind of deal. But yeah, this character is very strong. Like you can honestly do whatever the heck you want with this character. That's my favorite one right there. This is that gels. You're always like in nasty situations, man. I haven't lost with this character. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Zuko, bro. We out. I don't want to hear any of y'all talking about this character being trash. Cause if you go against a good player who's using this character, who's doing the stuff that I'm saying, they're gonna dog wash you.